Anaconda trailer, Paul Rudd and Jack Black remake the 1997 monster movie with a bizarre meta comedy. Yeah, so I've just finished watching the trailer and wow, I was not expecting that trailer whatsoever. For those of you who have seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That original 97 Anaconda movie, it was like a creature feature. It was serious, it was gritty, it was kind of violent, it was kind of scary, had the horror elements in there. Whereas this is kind of like an inside baseball meta comedy. It's silly, over the top. Those kind of Jack Black films that we're all kind of used to. You know, he's always part of these kind of silly, over the top movies. But I'm willing to give it a chance, even though it's so vastly different from what I was expecting. I love Jack Black, one of my favorite all-time actors. I love Paul Rudd. The guy is charming in everything that he's in. And even though it wasn't what I was expecting, I'm willing to give it a go. But I think this will alienate a lot of people because it's so different from that original Anaconda movie. But regardless of all that, let's jump into this article. Let's start breaking down the details and some information that surround this film. And we'll play the new trailer over the top as well as we talk about the film. So, Paul Rudd and Jack Black lead the cast of Anaconda, a brand new reboot of the franchise starting in 1997, a monster movie that's taking a wholly unexpected meta approach. They are really taking a risk going in this direction, they really are. I mean, it could be a genius move to make it more of a comedy type movie. It could be absolute genius and it could pay off for them. I mean, Jack Black was just in the Minecraft movie that nearly made $1 billion. So they could be going the right way, but then again, people could see this movie and it could end up kind of alienating them and it could end up falling flat on its face. We'll have to see which of those two it ends up ultimately being. So, in this year's Anaconda, slithering into theaters on Christmas Day. This is weird as well. I mean, why is an Anaconda movie coming out on Christmas Day? It's such a bizarre release date for this type of movie when it has no relevance to the holiday season. Unless I'm missing something here. Rudd and Jack Black play best friends who attempt to remake Anaconda and end up in their own real-life horror movie. Yeah, that's where the meta inside baseball aspect comes in this trailer. The fact that they're trying to actually remake. In this film, they're remaking the original Anaconda, but they end up falling into a real Anaconda situation while trying to remake the first Anaconda. So it's this like inside meta baseball concept, which, like I already said, it could be a genius move and it could really resonate with people and it could make a lot of money. And we'll have to see what happens with that. So, chatting with people, Jack Black describes the film as an exciting mix of comedy and horror. I wouldn't really say I saw anything that has horror here. We have a giant snake. I mean, eating people and attacking people, but I didn't really see any like really kind of vivid horror moments. Maybe there will be in the full-on film, but we'll have to wait and see. He adds, quote, buckle up for the thrill ride of the season, Anaconda is coming. So, it's a lot funnier than the original, he told Entertainment Weekly, but it does have a lot of the original vibes in terms of scary parts. It's a humor film for real, but it's also got some clowning for sure. Yeah, I mean, if they can balance those two tones, like, really well together, having the really fun, kind of over-the-top silly moments, but having some serious, real horror injected into it at the same time, having those two vastly different kind of genres mixed together can be a bit jarring sometimes if they don't meld together properly. But if they can do a great job of threading those two genres of kind of a comedy and a horror and kind of making it work, then it could be something really, really great. But it takes a good director to be able to do that. Anaconda swims into theaters again December 25th, which is a really, really bizarre date. I think it is anyway. In Anaconda's big screen return, best friends Doug and Griff have always dreamed of remaking their all-time favorite movie, the cinematic classic Anaconda. By the way, to go off on a side note, if you haven't seen the original 97 Anaconda, do yourself a favor and check it out. If you like creature feature movies, it's such a great movie. It really is a wonderful movie, even though it's about a giant snake. The CGI looks a bit outdated, you know, at the moment, because it's such an old film, but it's a really fun movie, so I do recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it. But things get real when an actual giant anaconda appears, turning their comically chaotic movie set into a deadly situation. So they're trying to remake the first Anaconda, but a real anaconda shows up and they get into a real life anaconda situation while they're trying to remake the first Anaconda film. I mean, it's a ridiculous concept, but as I keep saying, it could make a whole lot of money. The movie they're dying to make, it might just get them killed. The original film was directed by Luisa. I'm not sure how you say that, and featured an ensemble cast including Jennifer Lopez. This cast was pretty nuts back in the day. It had Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, Jon Voight, Eric Stoltz, Owen Wilson, and Danny Trejo. I mean, what a crazy 90s cast that is. In the 1997 movie, a film crew is taken hostage by an insane hunter who forces them along on his quest to capture the world's largest and deadliest snake. The movie ended up spawning 3 sequels between 2004 and 2009, and the Anaconda franchise more recently battled with the Lake Placid franchise, which is about a giant crocodile, in 2015 crossover. Yeah, to be honest, none of the sequels are worth watching in my opinion. They're all really, really bad, but that first movie from 97, do check that out. Like I say, it's a really, really fun film. And we have the poster down here. I have to admit, the poster is quite fun. I mean, we've got Jack Black and we've got Paul Rudd, and they're kind of being squeezed to death by this giant anaconda snake. It's the movie they're dying to remake. Yeah, the poster's quite fun. I enjoy it. But because I love these two guys, Paul Rudd and Jack Black, so much, I'm willing to kind of put aside my worries and my notions about this being a bit too silly, and I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to go in with an open mind and see what they can do with this, even though it's pretty jarring that they've changed up the movie so much and the genre is not what I expected. But guys, if you've seen this trailer, jump into the comment section and let me know what you think. Did you find it jarring that it's so vastly different to what you expected? Is it actually what you expected, having Jack Black and Paul Rudd? Is this kind of what you thought it would be originally? I would love to know what you think. Is it something you're interested in watching? And what did you think of, you know, just the premise of it? They're remaking the original movie and they end up getting into an Anaconda situation. Do you think it's a good, like a good story beat? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's silly? Whatever your thoughts, comments, and opinions are, guys, leave them down in the comment section. As always, would love to hear what you guys have to say about this brand new Anaconda movie. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button, before you leave. Make sure you become a subscriber if you haven't done so as well, guys, as it goes a long way to supporting the content here, so I'd really appreciate that. And hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the content that we have coming to the channel in the near future. And with that down, as always, I will see you guys in the next video.